Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Nick, and it's just a Honda Accord, and I am back from Orlando, Florida. And I am coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, where it's been cooling down a little bit. I actually had to toss on a jacket. It was down into the 40s this morning. So if you're uh, on this week's video, I'm going to be showing how to install OEM window visors. And the only thing I'm not going to be showing you, you might have questions on, is you'll notice my OEM window visors have black chrome trim, and they don't come that way. When you buy them from Honda, they come chrome, and I ended up just buying a roll of 1080 or 3M 1080 gloss black vinyl film. Cut it to length, rolled it on, tuck it in with a card. Not really anything special to it. So I'm not going to be showing that on this video, but I will show you how to actually mount these things onto your windows. It's going to take probably 20 minutes of your time, and the only thing you need tool-wise is just some rubbing alcohol wipes, maybe a pry if you accidentally script like I did with one of the clips and you need to pop it back out, and a tape measure in metric, and that's it. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so what I've done is I went ahead and took the measurements that the OEM instructions call for, and they recommend measuring 120 millimeters from this edge here all the way up to this line to where you insert one of your two mounting tabs inside of this weather stripping. And basically, you'll notice that the inside of this channel kind of lines up with this little fitting, and it seats pretty much perfectly into it. And then you tuck the weather stripping back in, and then up here I measured 180 millimeters to this edge, mounted this tab. And once you have these two guys set, if you want to, you could have done this first, is take an alcohol wipe and wipe down this chrome trim. If it's chrome, in my case, I've wrapped it vinyl, gloss black, but you just wipe this down to prep the surface for the window visor, and specifically the adhesive on the back. And you take this guy here, you line up the edge, and you line up these holes, because basically you're going to pop a little clip in each one of these. You're going to have started pulling the film back on the adhesive. You pull it all the way down. You're going to be pressing upwards and against it, and then you can mount your window visor to the window. And then on the back window, the measurements were 180 millimeters from this edge to here, and 180 millimeters from this edge to here. I'll have to roll this window down to get access to put these two mounting tabs. Once I do that, I'll be able to repeat the same process. So that's pretty much all there is to it, to mounting the OEM window visors. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get these guys on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down. Door, a little bit better access. Get in there. Okay. This little strip. Got this started. Now I need to line up these two holes with the visor for these really tiny clips, very small. And ideally, the fun part. See all that well. Would actually help tremendously to have a light. Oops. getting this lined up. Lining up the edge. Okay. And gotta do the same thing down here. Ooh, close call. Don't want to drop this. This one might be hard to find. Okay. Just slide this down here. Okay. Already made a mistake here. Popped the clip in and didn't get it lined up. And manual cautions. This is a one-time use. Whoops. We'll see. One thing I forgot to show off screen was that I had a little issue on that front clip when I was pushing the window visor, or when I was pushing the clip through the window visor and through the bracket. It went through the window visor and it did not go through the bracket. I should have been making sure that those were squeezed together. So I had an issue where I had the clip, depressed, but it was only through the visor. So I ended up pushing it out through the back and I had it depressed, and the manual says that these clips are one-time use. So I thought, man, I'm screwed. Turns out I wasn't screwed. I just had to go grab a very small flathead screwdriver, pop the clip out, and get back to work, push it back in. No big deal. So if you run into that issue where you're mounting this visor, you don't get the clip all the way through the mounting tab, it's not a big deal. Grab a really small screwdriver, pop it back out, put it back in. Okay, onto the back window. Pretty much, it's the same process. This time I'm going to go ahead and wipe this guy first. Yeah, if you got chrome, just be wiping the chrome area. Had a little bit of a close call with one of those tiny clips. I accidentally didn't have the clip seated all the way through the visor and into the holder. So the clip got depressed, and Honda cautions that these are one-time use, but I was able to jam a very tiny screwdriver into the edge there and pop it back out and salvage it. Otherwise, would have been having to buy some new clips, which would have sucked. So like I was saying again, it's 180 millimeters from each edge. You just pop this guy into the channel, fits like a glove, and I'm gonna do the same thing down on this edge. Okay, got it lined up pretty close. All right, get this thing seated. And let's get the, again, pull this film. So this doesn't make for a very captivating video. I'm gonna grab my pick, get this film going on the back of the double-sided sticky tape. I can hear it. one down. Started. All right. Showtime. So I'm going to grab these two little clips. And so make sure to keep that thing on the outside. Let me grab my other light. It helps to see where these bolt holes or these clip holes are. And you have light coming in the inside out. Visor here. That on. This time I'm going to make sure I'm squeezing the mounting tab, pressing it against the visor so I can get it. There we go. I don't run into a situation where I just did. And close it without having it seated. Okay. Yeah. And that. Okay. So I got these two guys clipped in. I'm just pushing this here over, and my film I had probably I should have came all the way stuck all the way back down. I'd say it's 2020. I should have tape this. Just taped with blue tape against the visor. Save myself a little bit of work, but you know, such is life. I'm just gonna make sure I get the corners really well. Hold it down for 30 seconds. Again, this is very compelling video. But that's pretty much it. It's like get the tabs lined up, get it clipped in, pull the film, and then just, hold this thing down in multiple spots for 30 seconds. Until you work your way all the way across, and that's it. And then Honda recommends opening and closing your windows 10 times, just to make sure everything opens and closes right. If you have any issues, I guess there's like a window relearn process that you can look up in the manual and and run that should you have any issues. But this is pretty straightforward. So that is how you install the OEM window visors. I hope this was helpful to you. If you like what you saw, please smash the thumbs up button down in the corner of the video. If you're not already a subscriber, I would very much appreciate you subscribing to the channel. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism, whatever, chime in down in the comments section of the video and I will get back to you as quick as I can. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.